So in this video, we're going to talk about long division. So for example, we have this two numbers, four-digit number 6,432 divided by 12, two-digit number. So it's a four-digit by two-digit numbers. So how do we divide this two and or this two exactly divisible by each other? So this is how you do it. So we're going to put it in a box. Actually forgot the name of this box, but there's an exact name for dividing this the term for this box when you divide. But we put that when we do long division. So we put the dividend, the one that is being divided, inside that box, and then the divisor will be on the left side. So it will be like this, 6,432 divided by 12. Now, from left to right of the dividend, the one inside the box, we're going to divide it. So we're going to start with 6 divided by 12. But observe that 6 is smaller than 12. So we have to use two digits because we cannot divide when it's smaller than the divisor. So we cannot use 6 and divide by 12. So we have to use the two digits 6 and 4. So it's like a 64. So it's a 64 divided by 12. So we cannot get an exact number that you multiply by 12 to get exactly 64, but at least you can get a number close to 64 or close to that. But make sure it's not more than 64. So what is that number? If you multiply to 12, you will get the closest to 64, but not beyond 64. So if you use 6 times 12 is 72, which is more than 64. So you cannot use 6, but you can use 5, because if you multiply 12 times 5, that is 60. So we're going to have 5 and 5 times 12. So you put it below the 64, which is 60. Then after that, you are going to subtract. So subtract the two numbers 64 and 60, which is the difference is 4. Now the next step is to bring down the next number going to the right side, which is 3. So next we are going to do the same thing with the previous process. So we're going to divide 43 divided by 12. So 43 divided by 12, that means we're going to find a number to multiply with 12, but the result should not be beyond 43, but it should be the closest to 43. So if you have 12 times 2, that's 24. It's not beyond 43, but it's kind of far from 43. There is still closer to that, which is 3. 3 times 12 is 36. If you go to 4, 4 times 12, if you multiply 4 and 12, that's 48. That is more than 43. So it's not possible for us to use 4. So we're going to use 3. So 3 times 12 is 36. So 43 and 36, we're going to subtract that, or take the difference of the two. So 43 minus 36. So if you're going to remove 36 from 43, what's left is 7. And then we're going to bring down the next number, which is the last number, which is 2. And divide 72 divided by 12. So we're going to find a number that is, if you would multiply that by 12, it will be close to 72, which should be the closest, or it can be the exact. So if you multiply 5 times 12, it's 60, it's close to 72. It can be 5 because it's already close to 72, but you can try 6. So if you multiply 6 times 12, it's exactly 72. So if it's the exact number, then you put it there, 6. And 6 times 12 is 72. So if you're going to subtract this, and it will end up with 0. So the 0 means it's the remainder. So there is no remainder. That means the two numbers, when you divide 6,432 divided by 12, it will give you exactly 536 without a remainder. So if there's a remainder, then you have to put there 536 and then R and then the remainder. So the last number, which is 2, that is brought down, that's the last number to put. And when you subtract with the next number, if it's not 0, then there must be a remainder or an extra number when you divide the two numbers. So in this case, since it's 0, then there's no remainder. So the quotient, which is what you call when you divide two numbers, that's the quotient, which is 536. So that's the quotient of the two numbers.